Thought I would do a video on the garden. This is our garden this year. This first row here is potatoes. They're getting pretty well. I could pick them anytime, but we leave them in the ground and let them grow. Well, I mean, they might be kind of dead on top, but they still got roots, so they're still putting energy into that potato. The beans here, we had 3 rows of beans, and I think she's picked off of them at least 3 times and canned several quarts. I don't know for sure what, but canned several quarts. And then those, the last time they picked, she had a couple grandsons was helping, and they pulled out the 2 rows there. That middle row they pulled out earlier. There's still 2 rows down there that were blooming, so we picked the beans off of them, so they'll go ahead and get beans on them again, hopefully, and either for canning or just plain, eating. And we take and pick them and mix them, put them in a canner, or not a canner, cooker thing, and then you put ham in there and potatoes, and you cook them together, and it makes for a pretty good meal. Then this year we got beets. We hadn't planted beets for a while. Planted beets this year. Some of them are ready anytime, but not just yet. And then some onions down there at the end of that beet row. Here we haven't did this for several years. We planted sweet potatoes. They're even blooming now. We got this whole row here is sweet potatoes here in the wire. So we planted those. See what those rascals are like. We got squash here. What are these called? Butternut, I believe. Butternut squash. You can see one there. But that whole middle piece there is squash, and there's a bunch of them out in there. So lamb will come in good. My wife takes and she cans those, cuts them up and cans them. Turn out really good. There's the zucchini. I see it starting to yellow a little on those leaves, so maybe it's deciding to start letting go on us a little bit here. But we've got several zucchinis out of there. Might be some down in there somewhere, I'm sure there is. But the zucchinis, I got some flowers planted here. They say plant flowers in your garden and it keeps away certain bugs. So that's what we did. She's got them down there and down here. Then we've got this first row here is peppers. We have not been able to grow peppers for about 4 years, and I do not know why. They just would not grow. And so we planted, in fact, there on that one there, you can see the peppers on there. But we've had some jalapenos off of there, and down on the end she's got the bell peppers. And so yeah, we've got those. She makes it like with salsa, and well, those jalapenos basically is salt. We take and do jalapeno poppers. That's what it's called. The jalapeno, she cuts it open, takes the seeds out, puts a cream cheese in there, and then wraps it with bacon and sticks them in the oven. And oh my goodness, you haven't had anything taste so good. So we had those just the other day. So you got those, and then her tomatoes here. They're finally we've been getting a few off of it. There's several here. We've been getting a few off of it so far. Just had some BLTs today. Bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwiches. My wife, she just loves those. So we had those today. So these things will be getting ready to can if we don't get any storms or anything. Last year we got a storm August 10th, I think it was, and just cabolished everything out here, but just wiped it out. But these this year so far are looking pretty good. So we'll have a lot of juice, tomato sauce, whole tomatoes, anything you can think of with tomatoes. My wife will make it. So, but yeah, they're going to be. There's your little. People that know tomatoes know what they are. I can't think of it at the moment. Kind of a light bulb shape. They're a really nice meaty tomato. Got the little ones in there, them little baby tomatoes, or cherry tomatoes, I guess they're called. Cucumbers, She's been doing dill pickles. We like dill pickles. So she's been doing them. She did several quarts of those, and they'll have more. In fact, I see a pickle hanging right, or a cucumber hanging there. The ones that are too big, I take. My chickens love them. I got S hooks hanging in the chicken house, and I hang them on the walls, and I cut the cucumbers in half and hang them on on the walls, and them chickens just go nuts. Sounds like typewriters running. It sounds like you're in a computer room or something. But anyway, yeah, that's the cucumbers. So they're doing pretty good. Here earlier they got some kind of, they almost looked like they'd been sprayed. So we didn't know what to do because I'd sprayed like 3 weeks before that. I thought, man, why that can't be from me. So someone says, take and just water the dickens out of them. So we watered these things. I mean, the leaves were all turning brown on the beans a little bit too. And the tomatoes not so much, which was kind of weird because tomatoes are a very touchy plant. But it was mostly the cucumbers and the squash. But we watered the heck out of them. And them rascals turned out, my goodness, they're growing clear out here beyond the fence. I got to turn around and point them back in or they'd be clear out to me. But yeah, the cucumbers, she's done those. She takes and makes a sugar pickle too. That's with vinegar and sugar in it. Slices them up and puts them in there, skins them, slices them up, puts them in that sugar solution. That is really, really good. Another flower there. Those things, if you rub against those things, oh, they put off a fragrance like almost too strong for me. But yeah, that's the garden. I don't know if this sunlight is screwing this up or not. I can't. To me, I'm having a hard time seeing it, so I don't really know. But hopefully you guys can see it. But got our asparagus. That stuff's been growing pretty good. We just started that a few years ago. Been getting asparagus off of it, and then we just keep adding on to it on the other side. Just keep getting more and more asparagus because we've always had a hard time getting it going. Then we planted a couple years ago. I think this thing's been planted 2 years. What is that? That's a cherry tree. Yeah, we planted that. Of course, now we've got these crazy, them silver bugs. I don't know if them are the stink bug things or what they are, but they just went bonkers on our little trees. This is a cherry tree. No, this is a pear tree. I'm sorry. That's a pear tree. That's its first year. We just got that this last spring. But them crazy bugs, they just get on there and they eat the leaves and just, yeah, it looks like a screen door looking through it. But oh, and then that over there's a raised bed. We're going to put strawberries in there. So that's what that is. We'll go up to the neighbors, got some strawberries. We'll pick some of them and put strawberries in there. Wife wanted a raised bed for them versus getting down on the ground. So that's what that is. So just thought I'd throw this on and show you what we got going this year for a garden. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy it.